It is an honor and a privilege to return to Kiev, my third visit to
In April 2026, Prince Harry stood in Ukraine, uninvited, unannounced, and told a reporter, "I will always be part of the royal family. I am here working, doing the things I was born to do." But here's the problem. He's not a working royal anymore. So, who exactly is Prince Harry? That one sentence tells you everything about the identity crisis at the heart of this man's life. And today we're going to track exactly how it happened and where it ends. To understand where Harry is now, you have to understand what he was. He was the spare, the fun one, the soldier, the people's prince, the one who buried his mother at 12 years old while the entire world watched. For decades, Harry had one job: stand slightly behind his brother, smile, serve, and never outshine the heir. And then he met Meghan Markle, and everything changed. In January 2020, Harry and Meghan announced they were stepping back as senior royals. They called it a desire for financial independence. The press called it a betrayal. The palace called it complicated. They moved to California. They signed deals with Netflix and Spotify. They sat down with Oprah. Harry wrote a memoir, Spare, that aired out decades of royal family secrets. By this point, Harry had a new identity: the rebel royal, the whistleblower, the man who chose love over the crown. It was controversial, but it was clear. That clarity, it didn't last. Fast forward to now, and Harry seems to be caught between two worlds, and fully belonging to neither. He visits Ukraine, a war zone, unannounced. That's the action of a statesman, a working royal, someone with institutional authority. Except he has no institutional authority anymore. He travels to Australia, where his own father is head of state, and poses for selfies outside the Sydney Opera House. He says, "I'm here doing the things I was born to do." But what was he born to do? Serve the crown or dismantle it? He can't seem to decide, and the world is watching. Here's where it gets historically eerie. Royal experts have started comparing Harry to the Duke of Windsor, the king who abdicated in 1936 for the woman he loved and spent the rest of his life in exile, looking lost. The Duke of Windsor gave up everything for love. He was never fully welcomed back. He spent decades hovering on the edges of royal life, desperate to matter, unable to fully let go. Sound familiar? History doesn't repeat itself, but sometimes it rhymes. And here's the part that almost nobody talks about openly. While Harry seems to be looking backward at the institution he left, Meghan is sprinting forward. In the last year alone, she relaunched her Instagram, launched a lifestyle brand called As Ever, released a Netflix series, and started a podcast. She is building something. And Harry? What is Harry building? That's not a criticism. It's a genuine question. And I think it's one he's asking himself too. Look, before we turn this into a hot take, let's slow down for a second. Harry is a man who lost his mother at 12, who was told his entire life that his worth was tied to his bloodline and his uniform, who was never supposed to be the main character, and then one day, he chose to be. That takes courage. Real courage. But leaving a system doesn't automatically give you a new identity. It just leaves a gap. And right now, that gap is very, very visible. So here's the question I want to leave you with. Can Harry build a new identity from scratch? At 41 years old in the middle of the most scrutinized life on the planet? Or is he always going to be the prince who left, forever defined by what he walked away from? The Duke of Windsor never found his answer. Harry still has time. But the clock is ticking. That's everything for today. If you found this interesting, hit the like button. It genuinely helps this channel more than you know. Drop your take in the comments. Do you think Harry will ever find his footing? Or is he permanently stuck between two worlds? And if you want to go deeper on the royal family drama, my next video is right here. See you there.